indeed. I'm not going to fake Instagram. I am not going to get back up to readjust the brightness so I can see those comments. So I encourage you to come and join the Zoom room, thefloatingyogi.com, and book an experience. You might have to go to next week's session, but it's the same link. It's all love. This is how we make it happen. This is how we grow. We grow together. So, with that being said, my name is Jared, the Floating Yogi, and this is Midday Mind Right, just a break from the day to let go of what we need to let things process, to allow ourselves to move forward with a little bit more direction, a little bit more purpose, and a little bit more centering. It's the holiday times, so check us out. Myself and Tumblr, we have the holiday blues with Tumblr, a whole bunch of different self-care techniques, from meditations to flows to sound baths, and other people are doing their own shenanigans as well. So it'd be great to have you. As well as, I'd like to thank UE, Urban Yogic Wellness and Education, restructuring how we see health and wellness in our community and bringing the power of evolution and healing back to our own hands, the individual's hands. Another person I'd like to thank is Surreal Audio Solutions, DJ Thrill, No Commercials International, and Born to Fly Gym, where fitness is fashion. And today, the shirt of the day is Orville the Poet, because consistency will change whatever league you are in. And these are facts. I encourage you to join us on the Tumblr, join us on the morning meditation accountability group, and that's a way to hold yourself accountable, to continue to find that growth in the ways that society doesn't necessarily push in our face that much. Outside of that, I did mention it is the holiday times, and that is definitely like a rough time for emotions, for family. Like, I know for me, my baby girl just popped through this portal. Everybody's trying to see her, and the weight of not trying to disappoint people while trying to remember everyone, especially during these times, is a lot. COVID hit, and money ain't flowing the way that it was flowing the last year. So it's like, damn, the gifts and things that I saw, I want to get, but maybe we got to compromise, and all that's weighing down. So this day, today, after Thanksgiving, we were thankful last week. I'm thankful for all the people that was giving me that moment so I could just take a break away from the day and from those events. But this week, this week's for me. This week's for us. This week's for the individual who just needs that moment. Last week we went through the different centers. We went through the heart, we went through the Naval Center, the Heart Center, and the Head Center. And we're going to do another one of those. We're going to do another one of those sequences, but with a different breath work this time. Just to allow ourselves to clear out those, oh snap, G coming in with the baby. Just to allow ourselves to clear out whatever is built up and blocked up in those areas. And those are, again, 3 of the centers of the body. It's so much easier, it feels so much better to just clear that out, and then you can move forward. We got Trinice in the studio. Yeah. How the holidays been hitting you?
It's been interesting this year. With all the things that you described, COVID, finances, and this is actually the first Thanksgiving with my parents being divorced, and they were married for 40 years, so it's been pretty weird.
Oh wow. My parents for 40 years is wow. So how you handling it?
I don't know. I figured that some good meditation would probably be a good start. I haven't been in this space in a while, so I figured it would help out. I have a therapist and everything like that, but I felt like this would probably be beneficial for me.
Yo, I love to hear when people say that they have a therapist, because especially in the Black community, that's been shunned on. I know myself, when I was younger, I was fighting tooth and nail inside the therapist's office just to have a conversation. I didn't trust them. The stigma behind therapy was like, there's something wrong with me, as opposed to, yeah, there's something wrong with all of us. None of us are right for real, but we got to be able to figure this out. I feel like meditation is a great tool, but it's only a great tool if you have a consistent practice, and a great teacher, someone else who understands how the mind works. And I always, period, hands down, I'm going to throw in therapy as well, because then that's going to help to, you can process those things that we're dealing with in meditation a little bit better and without judgment. Because sometimes that judgment that we put on ourselves is really what pulls us down. Like I was saying before, my expectations of the things that I'm not able to do for the people I care about is the biggest like hindrance for me, the biggest like weight on my shoulders, because it's like, dang, I know I can do these things. I know this person does all this for me. I want to be able to reciprocate. I want them to feel the joy and the love that I feel. So yeah, oh, okay. Come on now, you dropping the gems. We had like 4 people join in the Zoom room. Oh, we right? Peace. Tony, Rashida. How do I say your name? I don't want to jack that up. Nzinga. Come on now, you already on the mic. How you feeling and flowing today? How's the holidays treating you, or how you treating it?
I'm treating it good, and it's treating me good too. It's been a beautiful day.
Oh, come on now.
Yes.
So some of the things for holidays that I've been working, we were talking before about the different centers of the body. We have the Naval Center, and that's where we first start off as a little baby. I'm seeing this with my little baby girl. She be breathing here. You see the expansion, the compression. I'm like, oh, she belly breathing. And then as we get older, we kind of like move up to the heart center where the chest lifts up, right? And then as society kind of like forces us, then we move into the brain where we're thinking about everything, trying to process everything. So we're gonna go through these centers. We're gonna see what comes up. I encourage you to grab a pen, maybe your phone, whip out the notes, and we're gonna do a Sift meditation. Sift stands for sensations, images, feelings, and thoughts. We'll create a point of focus, those 3 different centers in our body, as we go through them from the navel, from the heart to the head. Notice these sensations, those images and feelings and thoughts that arise as we're transitioning. Notice how we get pulled from one Sift to the next, and how we're able to bring ourselves back to focus whenever we do realize that we just went down a rabbit hole. I encourage you to try to remember how many times you lost your focus and then brought yourself back towards the end, because there's some fun stuff we'll get into with that. So if you can meet me in a seated position with a tall spine, shoulders back, chest up, close the eyes or lower the gaze, and give yourself a moment to settle in. For the body to soften. For the nostrils to open up. And then start to tap into the rhythm of the breath. Start to notice where you feel the breath in the body. What parts of the body expand? Where do they compress? Where's your main center? How deep or shallow is your breath? allow that agitation in the mind to soften. And then we'll start to focus our awareness on that navel center, on the belly. Notice if it's just the front that expands, if it's the back, or even if the side ribs join into the party. Start to center yourself into those, fixate yourself in that area. And then start to become aware of those sifts that arise as you're focused there. And as we transition, as we shift the breath and lift the chest, we transition into that heart, the heart chakra, the heart area. Feel the lift of the shoulder girdle, the expansion of the chest, the lungs. And notice what comes up here. Notice those sensations, those images, those feelings and thoughts. And then notice you as the observer, with a little bit of space between each one. Anytime you find yourself getting a little bit too deep, too caught up into one of those sifts, those sensations, those images, feelings, and thoughts, soften the body, and then come back to that point of reference. Come back to that center, that heart chakra, that heart area. And count that. And exhale everything out. Out through the mouth. We'll take 2 more breaths. Another inhale, pulling from the navel, lifting the chest, and exhaling through the mouth, letting it go. Last one, we'll breathe in through the nose, above the height of that last inhale, behind it, in front, encase that limitation. And as you exhale, let it all go. And then move up to the forehead, to that third eye, that internal sight. And this is where we'll take that alternate nostril breathing like we did last time. We'll bring the peace fingers to the forehead. We'll allow the thumb to cover the right nostril, and the pinky and ring cover the left. We'll exhale everything out the lungs. Block the right nostril and inhale through the left. Fill the lungs all the way up to the peace fingers. And exhale through the right. Inhale through the left. Feel the cool air reach all the way up to the peace fingers. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. And switch. In through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the right. Soften the face to pull the oxygen in. And exhale through the left. In through the right. Out through the left. We'll do one more set. In through the left. All the way up to the peace fingers. Exhale through the right. In through the left. Exhale through the right. Last one, in through the left. And out through the right. Switch sides, in through the right. Feel the cool air all the way up to the forehead, out through the left. In through the right. Out through the left. Last one, in through the right. Out through the left. Release the hand down to the side. And where you feel that tension in the right shoulder, see if you can breathe above it, behind it, in front. Find space around that tension. And keeping a long spine. Allow the body to soften. Allow the face to relax, the jaw to let go, the tongue to fall from the roof of the mouth. yourself to go back through those centers. To descend back down into the heart. Into the navel. And anywhere where that tension leaves. Maybe it's the cheeks, maybe it's the jaw. Wherever that tension leaves, allow the breath to come in and stabilize, to support that area. Understanding the quality, the effects it has, and the control we have over it. Wherever you are in your journey, wherever your mind may be at, begin to come back to the body. Start to close any doors you've opened, retrace your steps, put things back in drawers and folders, clean up the mind space, just like we do our own house. And start to come back to the body. Maybe that means deeper breaths, feeling the expansion of the ribs, feeling the lift of the collarbones. And we'll close with 3 breaths. First one, in and out through the nose. Last 2, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathe with me. Exhale it out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Holding the energy in. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Letting it out. Last one, inhale above the height of the last. Behind it, in front, encase that limitation, encase that feeling. And let it go. Bring the foreheads to the third eye. And maybe end with a bow. Thanks for practicing. Thanks for sharing some space, for taking a moment to, sit down, shut up, let the mind process so we can have a better understanding of where we truly are. I didn't bring the mouse. Snap.
Yeah.
I did. Ha! Gee, baby, you better bring it in. And the mouse. This is why you need a whole team. This is why you need a whole team. Boom. And I'm back.
I knew I heard the baby.
Yeah, she in this thing. Come on, bring it through, G. Go on, bring it through. With a little bit, she got her vest on and everything. She fly right now with her bows. Right?
Say hi. Hi, Rashida.
Oh, yay!
She's a little disturbed.
Yeah,
She's like, why?
She's like, what?
Hey, what are we doing here? Why is this happening? So yeah, she's been my like, oh, I know how to get some space. Let me just hand her to the parents and the other people, and then I can like go to the other room. I could probably go out back, hit a J, because Lord knows I need that, and come back in and handle whatever I got to handle. You know what I mean? Some of the prompts and some of the things to potentially write about, or anything that stuck with you, especially as you were transitioning through the different centers. What stuck with you when you were in that naval area? What really jumped out to you? Or if there was nothing, maybe it's a color. These things like that can be correlated to it as well. Same when we move through the heart center. Like, what was speaking to you? Did anything jump out? Was there? I'll jump into that too. Fuck it. The next book we're gonna read is Osho. The Book of Secrets is about 112 meditations and about 1,300 pages. We ain't reading the whole thing. It's just some fire excerpts in there. He talks about love. He talks about relationships. Just relationships in general, and how we as a society has kind of distorted the view of relationships, looking for certain aspects of a relationship and putting those over like the whole relationship itself. Like, I want a romantic relationship. I want you just got a relationship with somebody. What you invite into that relationship expands and changes the relationship. But we have relationships with everyone. And love, he talks about as love as a mindset. And that should be for anyone and everyone around you. So it's some fire stuff we're going to drop in there. But we're going to get there in like not this Monday, the following Monday. And when you were in the head, we were doing those alternate nostril breathings, going in through the Ida and out through the Pingala, left nostril for the mind, right nostril for the body. What was happening? What was clearing out? Activating the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. One is like fight or flight. I got some energy. I got a dip. And the other one is, okay, I let it go. I exhaled. Feel free to write. Feel free to share if you have anything you want to speak on, especially on IG. I saw the hearts. I saw the messages and stuff. If you have something you want to speak on, let me know. And if you in the Zoom room, you know it's about y'all. What up, Tony? DJ Dude.
Well, I gotta take the kids to a dentist appointment soon. Wasn't sure if I'd be able to stay for the whole thing. Plus, the 1-year-old's a little bit sick, so I turned off the camera, gave some attention, came back for the end of it. Thank you for the space. Sorry I wasn't as active today as normal, but I appreciate it. I'm glad I could be here.
Glad to have you, man. You've been watching you with the kids has been helpful for me, because then I'm like, yeah, nothing's gonna be undistracted anymore. Life is a distraction. Enjoy. How can you stay focused? The whole Sift Meditation on a whole new level.
I don't know if I told you about it, but the thing that changed my life with meditation was when I couldn't get it in, and all 4 kids were screaming and crying, and I decided I was going to do it anyway. Turned off the TV, turned off the lights, didn't hit nobody. I yelled at them. I sat down in the same room as them. I locked us all in the same room, and I just sat in the middle of it with all 4 kids crying and decided it was going to take my time. And it changed my life, because although I wasn't giving my screaming kids personal attention, I was able to shift the energy in the room. And before that moment, before I did it myself, I believed in all the superpowers of meditation, but I hadn't done them yet. And when I actually, I was like, never again. Never again will I ever underestimate the power of the things that I don't know yet that I'm working on. Never again will I let, this habit go, because it's deeper than I even know yet. And I'm going to just keep working.
Yo, I feel you on it. It's literally like brushing my teeth. Like, I don't go out into the world with a stank ass breath. So why am I going to go out into the world with a stank ass mind space, like a mental state, the state that I'm in? Now sit down, let me see where shit's a little off, let me get it together. So then when I actually share with people, they're getting the true authentic me, and not just like the things that are bogged down with the stresses of the holidays, or the people that the things that I didn't hold up to. Like, nah, let me get all that out of there and find a way that I can move forward. So, yeah, yo, you always be dropping the gems, yo. You always be I appreciate you. Oh, and with that being said, I'd also like to thank MBK, my brother's keeper, men's support group. We making it happen. There is a lot of community out here if you're looking for it. Please send a DM, send an email. There's ways that we can grow individually as a collective. Just make it happen.
Thank you so much. I'm about to take these kids to the dentist. Pick up one on the way.
Alright, Tone. Peace. Anyone else got something they want to drop off, some love they want to share?
Absolutely.
Okay. She was like, I just needed to get away.
I just had to clear today was nothing spectacular. I just had to clear my mind. I just had a meeting. It was kind of bonkers, so I need to clear all that energy out. So that's what, yeah.
Yes.
I can say blue. Today was a light blue.
Light blue. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
like a turquoise type something. I don't know.
that'd be between these two then.
Yeah, man. Got it out of my head.
The sight and the sound. Speaking it or not speaking it and seeing it. Or would you not sing it? Okay. I'm with that. Trinise. Yeah, you.
I saw a lot of purples, with different hues of purple. So at first things were really kind of dark, almost brown, and then it got really, really bright purples. So I don't really know.
That's connection. That's connection right there. That's crown chakra. That's connection. What you connected to. You might be connected to something. That joint might be fire in a great way, but it's calling at you. The connection is calling. Source is calling. Something speaking to you right now. I'm with that.
That's good enough. Look, yeah.
Word.
You see purples too, like deep purple or deep blues. No, but today was
Like Zinga.
Yes. Okay. I felt like I wasn't able to locate my body. It was just a lot of vast space, and it felt kind of massive. Not like a weight, like a heavy weight, just big. And then as we were breathing through the body, I kind of located some tension in my back, and when we breathe and kind of encase that in breath, and it inspired me to kind of move the breath through that area. And then once we did the nostril breathing, it just felt like I came back to a centered place, and that was a good place to touch there.
Oh yeah, I love it.
A lot of inspiration came up too. It was good.
Hopefully some good journal notes, some stuff to write down and take home with you. Hold up, you're already home. You know what I mean. Little growth session, something we can grow from for the next meeting. Cause you know it's every Thursday. What? Thursdays at 12 we make the magic happen. And with that being said, I'll just finish with the last of the paying the bills. Again, I'd like to thank UE, Urban Yogic Wellness and Education. Bringing the power of healing and evolution back to the individual's hands. Boom. And I'd like to thank Surreal Audio Solutions, No Commercials International. You can check the meditation tracks on all streaming platforms. The Floating Yogi, Blue Spirit live from Costa Rica. Playing the sound bowls live in Costa Rica. Shit's rocking. Next one's coming out next month, and we have an album coming out as well. What else is there? There's Monday Night Book Club. We just finished the last book, The Only Way Out Is In. Boom. Breaking down yoga, tantra, Ayurveda, and how they're the three sister sciences that create the pyramid of health. We just finished that. We just finished the tantra section. We're going to do a recap on Monday, and then we're going to start the next book. Boom. The Book of Secrets. Yes, this is like a daggone Bible. I'm well aware it's thick as hell. I thought it wasn't this thick, or else I would have bought the audiobook. However, here I am with the Bible. And it's bars in here. So we're going to read some of the excerpts. And that's Monday night. Tuesday we flow. We encase all 8 elements, all 8 limbs of yoga, and the all 8 limbs of yoga in the flow Ashtanga yoga at 6 on Tuesday nights. Then we have Thursday midday meditations. We're back at it again. Saturday float and flow at 10:30. There's space in the studio, 2 spaces, tickets online. And there's a virtual class. So wherever you are, you can get the growth. We can chop it up and figure out how we can move forward. And then there's Sunday, every Sunday, elevated Sift and Flow right here in UE Center. Tickets on the website. Bring a tree, bring a smile, a mat, a good attitude, and damn it, let's grow. Outside of that, there's a whole bunch of other things on the menu, like the holiday blues with Tumblr and other partners and things coming up. Please stay tuned. The newsletter is coming out soon. I'm not going to lie to you. It probably won't be this week. Next week, though, we're going to be back on the chopping block, making it happen. We're going to be back consistent. I want to come into 2022 flowing. Oh, yeah. Outside of that, that's all I got. Questions? Let me know you want to work on something. Please share stuff from your meditations. That's ways we can grow. And if you want to be part of the daily meditation accountability, hit up my stories. Do you care enough about your mental space to meditate today? Or are you bullshitting on your greatness? We ain't bullshitting on our greatness here. We trying to grow. We trying to get it. Outside of that, I will see you all soon. Hopefully, maybe Saturday. You know, maybe Sunday, come on, get a flow in, get a smoking tree, make it happen. Hey! Outside of that, have a blessed one. Boo, 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 boo. Yo, see ya.